I had a woman and she was the best. Don't make them like that anymore. He does impersonations. They haven't seen it, dog, making fun of me. This is man's best friend, yeah. To put his head on my shoulder. Yeah, heavy old boy. Oh, yeah, there's a company now. Doing horses that can fly. Would you like a pair of wings? I know you. You'd be away, searching the sky all night and day, looking for lady horses. Get off my foot, bad old boy. They don't make horses like this anymore. He can warn you of danger. Doesn't hardly ever get sick. He can travel on forever. He knows the stars. He navigates. Foremost horse of his generation. Oh, still remember her. A woman like her will never get old. I still wake with the feel of her. I bet you she remembers me. When they made her, they broke the mold. I sometimes wonder, who made me? And why? In my whole life, have I had a single thought of my own? Hate to think of the time gone by. Hate to think, so I guess I won't.
cruising up the strip. Someone let it rip tonight. Someone let it rip. I caught the squeal at the end of my shift. Just as I was heading home, I said, God damn, turn this car around. This one's mine. Black and whites with flashing lights, all on a line at the scene of the crime. Officers in uniform holding back the crowd. Said, stand aside. Homicide. Stand aside. Let me through. Let me guess. You're new here, officer, aren't you? You get to know me soon enough. I handle all the sensitive stuff. Homicide. Stand aside. Let me see now. What do we have here? Who's first on the scene? Who called this in? Don't nobody touch nothing. That means you, okay? Let me lay this out for you. What we have here is one dead faggot. Designer. Major League. Does dresses for commissioners' wives. This looks like a story. A story that won't lie down. The stories drive the money right out of town. Listen up, boys, we don't have long. And when the TV gets here, I want us all singing the very same song. We need to make it crystal clear. This is what we're gonna say. What is not involved here is the mob in any way. This guy is not connected. This is not a hit. This is nothing more than jealous lover shit. That's it. Faggots get excited. It happens all the time. This is nothing more than jealous lover shit. So we're out there, poor boy, lost and lonely. He's killed his daddy, and now he's on the run. Look into this dead man's eyes. He took a picture when he died. Look for the image of the sun. He's out there. I can feel him. Feel his trail blazing across the dark. Check the flops in the rooming houses. Check the benches in the park. I want you to get the feel of him. Fix his image in your mind. Fix his image and don't let go. He's out there waiting for us. He wants to come in, but he doesn't know how. It's time to knock on doors, boys. Somebody saw what happened here. They might not know it, but they did. Time to knock on doors, boys. Ask questions. I want you to get out there. Feel him, bring him home. I want you to wear this guy like a jacket, slip your hands in his pockets, stand in his shoes, look out through his eyes. I want you to get the length and breadth of him, get the feel and width of him, get right down inside him, discover what he eats. That's it, boys, you can do it. Get on out there, bring him home, reel him in, bring him home to daddy. There's promotion in it.
I was there in the 60s, man. I was there when it all began. I heard that distant Mersey beat while Mum watched Coronation Street. I was there in the 60s, man. My granny took me to the Beatles film. She said that I have to tap my feet as the long-haired war babies sang, I wanna be your lover, baby, I wanna be your man. Yeah, I was there in the 60s, man. I saw this town where I was born, this tough old town that survived the blips. Saw it shake its ass, toss its tits, hike its skirts above the knee, display a young girl's thighs. Saw it turn into swinging London, man. No one could believe their eyes. Sprung up along the old King's Road. Mary Quant had a live model in the window. I bought a lavender shirt from John Michael, black bell-bottoms from John Stephen. I had my hair blow-dried in Carnaby Street. Caught sight of myself in a shop window, and the small faces asked, "What you gonna do about it?" My dad thought a job might help. He gave me £12 to buy a new suit for an interview. I'm not sure what he had in mind, but I opted for the black velvet frock coat from Granny Takes a Trip. Man, you should have seen it. The collar came up to my ears, the hem came down to my knees. I never got the job, but with a coat like that, who cares? I was there in the 60s, man. Do you know the Pink Floyd played in our local church hall? I was there in the 60s, man. No one noticed me at all. I was on the outside looking in like a kid at a toy shop window, watching all these beautiful people, wishing it would happen to me. Cause I was there in the 70s, man. Do you know by 71 I begun to feel that I'd begun to take on an identity? I was a hippie, man. Dropping acid with far-out radical chicks in my dreams, learning little tricks to stay cool. Cause however heavy it gets, man, you've always got to stay cool. I think perhaps it's the only rule. Yeah, I was there in the 70s, man. Raising the dead in the open fields, listening to that starlight guitar. Jerry Garcia, wherever you are. I was there in the 70s, man. I was a little older then. Occasionally I'd stop and see some poor kid at a window looking in at me like I was the beautiful people. Like I was what was going on. So far out, man. Maybe I'd stop and turn him on. Yeah, I was there in the 70s. Cracked a house in Amsterdam. Hey, you want to score, my friend? I was there in the 70s. Thought it would never ever end. Cause I was there in the 80s, man. I don't recall how it began, but suddenly it was cold outside. Time to come in and make serious money. I wore a striped shirt into the office. That's me down there on the car phone at the wheel of my GTI. Talking property prices. Yeah, listen, JJ, just do what I say. We're in on the ground for 80K, yeah. Yeah, I'll send the contract round today, yeah, ciao. Ciao, baby. Listen, I think I've forgotten your name again, but let me chop you a line of cocaine. Cynthia, darling, more champagne. I was there in the 80s, man. I don't remember it much. I watched the miners march home to the sound of their silver bands, and I learned how to wash up rocks. Well, the government smoked the North Sea oil. I was there in the 80s, man. I don't remember it much at all. You know, when I get really, really old, I'm gonna tell my children's children, we were there in the 90s, man. Maybe that's when it all began. We were there in the 90s, man. That's when we formed the little band. Gonna get my children's children, put them on my knee, tell them how it felt to be a in a previous century. Hey, do you recall the year 05? That was a time to be alive, wasn't it? And then again, my younger friends, they might cite the 2010s. Should have heard the music then. Way back then in 2010.
Actor, baby. I'm here to set your heart on fire. I'm an actor, baby. Providing you admire me, I'm free to rise to any heights. For you, baby, just for you. Let me lean against this lamppost as I'm waiting here for you, with my hat pulled down over my eyes, my cigarette glowing in the dark. Come on, babe, it's no surprise. You know you're beautiful inside. You know you've waited all your life for me, baby, just for me. I'm an actor, baby. I'll be whoever you want me to be. Just feed me with your love. Feed me, and I'll burn for you like a candle in the dark, like the sun up in the sky. Feed me your love, and don't ask why. Come on, baby, give it a chance. You know we're talking high romance. When I tell you that I love you, you know it could be true. It's a part I need to try. Let me try it out on you. I love you. How about that? No, wait. This is my better profile. I love you. No. Would it be better down on one knee? I love you. I'm shallow, and there's nothing inside. Don't you believe him? It's a lie. Underneath I'm a regular guy. I can think, I can feel. Just have to have you watch me, so I know I'm real. I'm an actor, baby, it's my job to talk too loud. But I can listen, I'm not too proud. Why don't you step up here, put your head on my shoulder, and tell me all your problems, and I'll listen for a while. I'll try the understanding voice and the sympathetic smile. I say, baby, put your head on my shoulder, face the front, don't get in my life. That's it, face the front, darling, project. This is London. They love us here. Face the camera. Camera loves you, darling. How is that, everybody?
You know, it's always raining in this town. You get used to it in the end. Like the stuff in the bottle, I suppose. I'd like you to be my friend. Were you ever here before? I'd have noticed you for sure. May I say I like your smile. Stay and drink with me a while. We watch the rain splash on the darkened street. We watch the blue lights shiver in the rain. Gets in your mind, it never stops. Just sometimes in the night I wake with the feeling something's wrong, something's missing. My memory starts to unwind. And the rain starts up again, washes it all away. You get to like it if you stay. At noon and the hottest season, the rain hisses when it hits the ground. Yeah, all turns to steam, you should see it.
Barman, bring 2 glasses and a bottle of the blue.
The blue's the best we do down here. Burns in the veins with blue fire. That's it. Link your arm in mine so the glasses clink together. Knock it back in one. That's the way it's done down here.
Barman, leave the bottle
and take yourself away. Do I say I like your smile? I like the way your hair falls down, falls around your face. I'd like to show you around the town. I'd be honored. It's not much, but it's my world and you're welcome. Would you like to see my building? Way up there. I got good hair up there. Everybody likes my apartment. You can see the whole city laid out in lines of light. We got air to spare up there. And round about this time of night, I turn it up, turn it high. People find it exciting, invigorating, relaxing, exciting. You say I like the hair. I like the way it falls around your face. The bottle's almost empty now. Help me drink it down. Then I'll take you walking in the rain. We can duck from doorway to doorway, the way young lovers used to do.
Pictures of food. I'm in the mood. Pictures so neat. I got to eat. Cover and brunch. $5.99. The one in the picture got to be mine. Comes with my choice. Chips and peas. Tastiest picture I ever did see. Pictures of food. Well, Mum, she's dead and gone, but her picture lingers on. Poor old Mum, she's underground, but her picture's safe and sound. Would you like to see my kids? I keep them in my wallet, see? They're all grown and gone now, but they're still just kids to me. Records, pictures of books, pictures of touch, pictures of looks, pictures of learning, pictures of knowledge, pictures of concepts, pictures of college, pictures of food to eat, pictures of clothes to wear, pictures of books to read, pictures of music to hear, pictures of holiday home, pictures of pools to swim in. Don't you wish you were here with these pictures of gorgeous women? Pictures of sun, pictures of sea, pictures of men for the boys to be, pictures of women for the girls, pictures of natural waves and curls, pictures of kitchens to cook in, pictures of toilets and showers, pictures of luxury fittings, pictures of minutes and hours, pictures of teeth, pictures of gums, pictures of tits, pictures of bums, pictures of peace, pictures of war, pictures of you, who could ask more, pictures of gardens to grow in, pictures of cars to drive, pictures of leaders to guide us, pictures of better lives, pictures of food.
Boy like me, afraid to die, kissed the girl, made him cry just like this. Pass it on, it's the poison kiss. I'm not to blame in this. They gave me the poison kiss. I meant no harm to anyone. I was innocent of all intent. But I'm not going to die alone. So I want to pass it on, just like this. Come on, join me, y'all. That first time, I spiked my wrist. Sweet death song, poison kiss. Spend my life in search of this. Please come back, my poison kiss. How I miss my poison kiss. Please come back. Please come back. Please come back. There must be a better world than this. Ancient sun, I look at you. I look for a world to be renewed. For future lives. For me and you, the land of the ancient sun. I've always known there's a higher world, where first ideas are hammered out in shining line and molten color, before their pale reflections appear down here below. The land of the ancient sun. There, the sun stands still at noon, and the moon shines down on moons, bathing in the waters. And the stars in their hair, and the stars in their eyes, and the stars on the shields of the men at war, and the flowers in the field, and the stars in the sky, they all belong together forever and a day in the land of the ancient sun. I know because I've been there. I know because I've been with you. I know because I've seen you there. Seen you in your colors true in the land of the ancient sun. And it doesn't matter what happens to me now. Poison kiss can't touch me now. 'Cause part of me still walks with you under skies of endless blue, the land of the ancient sun. Poison kiss can't touch me now. Part of me still walks with you through green fields never ending, the land of the ancient sun.
When the summer's almost done, you can still get the sun in the middle of the day. but it don't feel the same when the nights are drawing in. It all seems such a shame. It's the season of regret. And I wish it could be May again. I wish we could be young again, with everything to come again. Our sun would never set. You all go back to London now, go on. I'ma give her a little something for Judgment Day. I'ma give her a little something to help her on her way. Something to read from those who loved her. Something to remind her what our names are. First there's a little boy. I'm a little older now, but that's the way I feel. Give her something to cheer her along when she wakes in the life that is to come. They were laid on the ground when I came in the room, all asleep with the TV on. My brother said, lie beside us. I said, that's okay. You go on. We all got to grieve in our own way. But I said to my sister, let's go lay her out now. We'll light the candles, tell her a story, tell her a bedtime story, to help her with her sleep. We'll tell her a little story, to help her on her way. We'll tell her that we love her. We'll tell her it's okay. We'll tell her we're going to grieve now. We'll tell her we're going to leave the woods now, but you're going to be okay. We want you to know we love you. We all got to grieve in our own way. We all got to grieve in our own way. I would like to hold you, tell you it's okay. But I'm just a poor boy and there's nothing I can say. I would like to hold you, kiss the years away. But I'm just a poor boy, and I can only cry. I would like to hold you, tell you it's okay. We all got to grieve in our own way. Summer's almost done. You can still get the sun in the middle of the day. But it don't feel the same when the days are drawing in. It all seems such a shame. It's the season of regret.
Are we all sitting comfortably? Then we'll begin. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome all. This is the sad tale of the ancient mariner. First published 200 years ago, 1798. Come in, madam, and sit down. It is an ancient mariner, and he stoppeth one of three. By thy long grey beard and glittering eye, now wherefore stopp'st thou me? The bridegroom's doors are open wide, I am next of kin. The guests are met, the feast is set, mayst hear the merry din. He holds him with his skinny hand. There was a ship, quoth he. Hold off, unhand me, greybeard loon. Eftsoons his hand dropped he, but he holds him with his glittering eye. And the wedding guest stood still. He listens like a 3 years child. The mariner hath his will. The wedding guest, he sits on a stone. He cannot choose but hear. And thus spake on that ancient man, that bright-eyed mariner. The ship was cheered, the harbour cleared. Merrily did we drop below the hill, below the kirk, below the lighthouse top. The sun, he rose upon the left, out of the sea came he, and he shone bright, and on the right went down into the sea. Higher and higher, every day till o'er the mast at noon. The wedding guest, he beat his breast, for he heard the loud bassoon. The bride hath paced into the hall, red as a rose is she, and nodding their heads, before her goes the merry minstrelsy. The wedding guest, he beat his breast, but he cannot choose but hear, and thus spake on that ancient man, that bright-eyed mariner. Thus spake on that ancient man. And now the storm blast came, and he was tyrannous and strong. He struck with his o'ertaking wing and chased us south along. Chased us south along with sloping masts, dipping prow, as one pursued by yell and blow still treads the shadow of his foe, and forward bends his head. Loud roar the ship, roared fast, loud roared the blast. Southward, southward, southward aye we fled. And now there came both mist and snow, and it grew wondrous cold. And ice, mast high, came floating by, as green as emerald. Through the drifts, the snowy cliffs did send a dismal sheen. Nor shapes of men nor beasts we ken. The ice was all between. The ice was here, the ice was there, the ice was all around. It cracked, growled, roared, howled, like noises in a swound. Cracked, growled, roared, howled, like noises in a swound. At length did cross an albatross. Through the fog it came, And as if it had been a Christian soul, we hailed it in God's name. It ate the food it ne'er had ate, and round it flew, till the ice did split with a thunder fit. And the helmsman steered us through. A good south wind sprung up behind, and the albatross did follow. And every day, for food or play, he came to the mariner's hollow. In the mists and the cloud, on the mast or shroud he perched for Vespers 9. He stayed all through the night, while the fog, smoke white, glimmered with pale moonshine. God save the ancient mariner from the fiends that plague thee thus. Why look'st thou so? With my crossbow I shot the albatross. The sun still rose, but on the right, out of the sea came he, all clad in mist. Still clad in mist, went down into the sea. The mist was everywhere. We could not see our hands in front of our faces sometimes. My shipmates turned on me, said I had done a hellish thing, and it would work 'em woe. For all averred, I had killed the bird that made the breeze to blow. Wretch, said they, such birds to slay, make the breeze to blow. But the breeze blew up all the same, and it blew the fog away, till one morning we emerged in the full light of day. Nor dim nor red, but like God's own head, the glorious sun uprist. Then all averred, I'd killed the bird that brought the fog and mist. Ah, yes. 'Twas right, said they, such birds to slay, that bring the fog and mist. The fair breeze blew, the white foam flew, the furrow followed free, and we were the first that ever burst into the silent sea. Yes, this silent sea. The breeze dropped down. Down dropped the sails. 'Twas sad as sad could be. We did speak, only to break the silence of the sea. All in a hot and copper sky, a bloody sun at noon. Up above the mast did stand no bigger than the moon. Day after day, day after day we stuck. No breath, no motion, as idle as a painted ship upon a painted ocean. Water, water, everywhere. The very boards did shrink. Water, water, everywhere. Nor any drop to drink. The very sea did rot. Oh, Christ, that ever this should be. Slimy things did walk with legs upon a slimy sea. And about, in reel and rout, the death fires danced at night. Blue and green, and the waters boiled like a witch's oils, blue and green and white. Some, in dreams, assured were, the spirit that plagued us so, 9 fathoms deep, he'd followed us from the land of ice and snow. Every tongue, through utter drought, was withered at the root. Please come in. withered at the roots. Well done, sir. Brave man, a brave man. Every tongue through utter drought was withered at the root. We could not speak no more than if we had been choked with soot. Well a day, what evil looks had I from old and young. Instead of a cross, the albatross about my neck was hung. There passed a weary time. Each throat was parched and glazed, each weary eye. Weary time, a weary time, how glazed each weary eye. And looking westward, I beheld a something in the sky. First it seemed a little dot, and then it seemed a mist. It moved and moved, and then took on a certain shape I wist. Every tongue, with throats unslaked, black lips baked. We couldn't laugh nor wail. I bit my arm. I sucked the blood. I cried, "A sail! A sail!" The western wave was all aflame. The day was well nigh done, when a great black shape slipped suddenly betwixt us and the sun. Alas, thought I, my heart beat loud, how fast she nears and nears. Are those her sails that beat in the sun like restless gossameres? Are those her ribs, through which doth peer the sun as through a grate? Is that woman, all her crew? Is that a death? Are there two? Is death that woman's mate? Her lips were red. Her looks were free, her locks were yellow as gold. Her skin was white as leprosy. The nightmare, life in death was she, that thicks men's blood with cold. The naked hulk alongside came, and the twain were casting dice. "I've won! I've won! The game is done," quoth she, and whistled thrice. The sun's rim dipped, the stars rushed out. At one stride came the night, and with a far-heard whisper o'er the sea, off shot the spectre bark. We listened and looked sideways up, and fear at my heart, as at a cup my lifeblood seemed to sip. Stars were dim, thick the night, and the steersman's face by his lamp gleamed white, and from the sails the dew did drip. Till clomb above the eastern bar the horned moon, with one bright star within its nether tip. One after one, by the star-dogged moon, too quick for groan or sigh, each turned his face with a livid pang, cursed me with his eye. 4 times 50 living men. I heard nor sigh nor groan, just a heavy thump as a lifeless lump. They dropped down one by one, and the souls did from their spirits fly. They fled to bliss or woe, and every soul it passed me by like the whiz of my crossbow. I fear the ancient mariner, and thy skinny hand so brown. I fear thee in thy skinny hand, thou art long and lank and brown, as is the ribbed sea sand. I fear the ancient mariner, and thy skinny hand so brown. Be calm, thou wedding guest. This body drop not down. Alone, alone, all alone, alone on a wide, wide sea. And never a saint took pity on my soul in agony. The many men so beautiful, and they all dead did lie, and 1,000 slimy things lived on, and so did I. I looked upon the rotting sea, drew my eyes away. I looked upon the rotting deck, and there the dead men lay. The dew had melted from their limbs, but nor rot nor reek did they. And the look with which they looked on me had never passed away. 7 days, 7 nights, I saw that curse, and yet I could not die. They say an orphan's curse can drag to hell a spirit from on high, but oh, more horrible than that is the curse in a dead man's eye. Yes. Beyond the shadow of the ship, I watched the water snakes. They moved in tracks of shining white. And when they reared, an elfish light fell off in hoary snake flakes. Within the shadow of the ship, I watched their rich attire. Blue, glossy green, velvet black. When they reared, every track was a flash of golden fire. Oh, happy living things, thought I, no tongue their beauty might declare. The spring of love gushed in my heart, and I blessed them unaware. Sure, my kind saint took pity on me. I blessed them unaware. That selfsame moment I could pray, and from my neck so free, the albatross fell off and sank like lead into the sea. The upper air burst into life. 100 fire flags sheen. To and fro they were hurried about, to and fro and in and out. And the one stars danced between. The ship. Commercial break. I was right all along. The upper air burst into life. 100 fire flags sheen. To and fro they were hurried about, to and fro and in and out, and the one stars danced between. And the coming wind, the thunder did roar more loud, the sails did sigh like sedge, and the rain poured down from one dark cloud. The moon was at its edge. It rained, it rained, it rained, and my body drank. My body drank, and the ship moved on. And beneath the lightning and the moon, the dead men gave a groan. They moved, they stirred, nor spoke nor moved their eyes. Had been strange in a dream to have seen those dead men rise. The helmsman steered, the ship moved on, yet never the breeze up blew, and the mariners all gan work the ropes, like they were wont to do. They moved their hands like lifeless tools. We were a ghastly crew. The body of my brother's son stood by me, knee to knee. Body and I pulled at one rope, but he said naught to me. I fear the ancient mariner, Be calm now, wedding guest. 'Twas not those souls that fled in pain that to these corpses came again, but a host of spirits blessed. For when it dawned, they dropped their arms and clustered round the mast. And sweet sounds rose slowly from their lips and from their bodies passed. The sounds, round and round went each sweet sound, then darted to the sun. Slowly, the sounds came back again, now mixed, now one by one. And the ship, like a pawing horse, let go, gave a sudden bound, threw the blood into my head, and I fell down in a swound. How long in that same fit I lay, I have not to declare, but ere my living life returned, I heard, and in my soul discerned, two voices in the air. Is it he? Quoth the first. Is this the man that shot the albatross? 'Tis he, said the second voice. I marked his shadow with a cross. The first voice was a softer voice, soft as honey dew. He said, this man hath penance done, and penance more shall do. I awoke and we were sailing on, as in a gentle weather. 'Twas night, calm night, the moon was high, and the dead men stood together. All stood together on the deck, for a charnel dungeon fitter. They fixed me with their stony eyes, that in the moon did glitter. The curse, the pang with which they died, had never passed away. Could not wrench my eyes from theirs, nor turn them up to pray. Swiftly, swiftly sailed the ship. Yet she sailed softly too. Sweetly, sweetly blew the breeze. On me alone it blew. Oh, dream of joy. Is this indeed the lighthouse top I see? Is that the kirk? Is that the hill? Is this mine own country? We drifted o'er the harbour bar, and I with sobs did pray, let me be awake, dear God, or let me dream alway. The harbour bay was smooth as glass, so softly was it strewn. On the bay the moonlight lay in the shadow of the moon. Soon I heard the dash of oars. I heard a distant cheer. Perforce I turned my head away, watched a boat appear. The pilot and the pilot's boy, they were approaching fast. Dear Lord in heaven, it was a joy e'en the dead men could not blast. Pilot and the pilot's boy came close up to the ship. I nor spake nor stirred. The little boat came close beneath the ship. Straight a sound was heard. The boat came close beneath the ship. Straight a sound was heard. Under the water it rumbled on, still louder and more dread. It reached the ship. It split the bay. The ship went down like lead. Stunned by that loud and dreadful sound that sky and ocean smote, like one that hath been 7 days drowned, my body lay afloat, till swift as dreams I found myself hauled in the pilot's boat. Upon the whirl where sank the ship, our boat spun round and round, and all else was still, save that the hill was telling of the sound. I took the oars, and the pilot's boy, who now doth crazy go, laughed long and loud, and all the while his eyes moved to and fro. "Ha ha ha ha," said he, "full plain I see, the devil knows how to row." Pilot and boy stepped from the boat, though scarcely could they stand. And now, at last, in my own country, on the firm ground, I stand. And straightway was this frame of mine wrenched with a fearful agony. It forced me to begin my tale, and then it left me free. Since then, at an uncertain hour, this agony returns. Until my dreadful tale is told, this heart within me burns. I pass like night from land to land. I have strange powers of speech. And that moment that his face I see, I know the man that must hear me, and to him my tale I teach. Oh, what loud uproar bursts from this door. The wedding guests are here. Farewell, farewell, but this I tell to thee, thou wedding guest. He prayeth well, who loveth well, both man and bird and beast. The mariner, whose eye is bright, whose beard is white with hoar, is gone. And the bridegroom turned, no, the wedding guest turned from the bridegroom's door. He goes like one that hath been stunned. He is of sense forlorn, sadder and a wiser man. He rose the morrow morn. Sadder and a wiser man, he rose the morrow morn. Thank you for listening to our sad tale, ladies and gentlemen. Present Captain Adrian Ryder on the guitar. Our gallant steersman on keyboards and navigation instruments, Adrian Rattue. My name's Mortimer, thank you very much. As I say, this poem was first published 200 years ago, almost exactly. Since then, we've been wandering from festival to festival, telling our ghastly tale. Thank you.
I saw the badger by the side of the road. He was already stiff and cold, and I marveled at the size and weight of him. I saluted his spirit. Hail to the king of the hedgerows. I got back in the car and drove on. They told me I'd find an opening in the earth, perhaps a cave or an abandoned mine. I'd know it when I saw it, they said. And sure enough, this hillside looks familiar. Above me, the hawk stands watch in the sky. A week's gone by since I saw him last. Heard the clang of his metal claw. Heard the clang of his claw on the metal garden table. He turned around. I saw his vast, curved beak, his big yellow eye. He looked at me and fanned his tail, and then he flew away, clutching a mouse between his claws. You don't get many hawks in the inner city, so I knew it signified something. I'll know it when I find it, they said. And sure enough, I've caught my foot in a little hole in the earth, pitched forward onto my knees. I've found it, or it's found me. With my eyes to this pinprick in the earth, I can see a whole other world down there. Quartz crystals gleam on the pillars of an underground cathedral. That's the world below. Just how to get down there, I don't know. I feel a tug at my trouser leg, and the badger, businesslike and brusque, leads me down the hillside, to a hollow under a bush, and I follow him down through a network of tunnels into the world below. We tumble out onto an underground beach, small black stones and a little stream rolling away into the distance. I've always wondered what it would look like, the world below. And of course, it looks a lot like this one. Just, there's a rough, unfinished quality to the light. It's maybe a little darker. The green moves to black, and the white goes to silver. Above me the hawk is spiraling in the chimney of the cave. Oh, I wish I could tell you how it feels, the feeling of air under your wings, to be borne aloft in the body of the hawk, to rise above it all. Forests of darkened pine roll away beneath us. I can see down there a black horse standing at a black gate. Forests of darkened pine roll away beneath us. Sun is hotter on my back. The sun, a hard, flat disk. The sky, a hard and unforgiving white. We're flying over a vast brown plain, featureless, like the first idea for Africa before the vegetation. The sun is hotter on my back. We're circling now, coming into land. In front of me, there stands a great black gate. The steps of my life have led me here to this vast basalt block of absolute nothingness. This is my gate of Thebes. The steps of my life have led me here. Why am I so afraid? If I should die now. The stone is rough under my hands. The straw rustles under my feet. I don't know what I'll find here. You'll know it when you find it, they said. I can smell him before I see him. I can smell the beast. And then a coagulation of dark shadow. The vast body of a great black bull standing there. Why am I so afraid? What must it be like, I wonder, to be so alone? This is the beast of my rage. I must feed him. I must give him my fear, my hate, my rage, my anger. I must give him something. I look into his vast saucer eye. I wind my hands around his horns, lay my forehead against his, and make him a promise I'll never forget you, bull. I'm climbing, arm over arm, up the chimney of the cave, into the light of the world above. The last red rays of the sun are dying over the horizon, and the badger, more playful now in the gathering dusk, tugs me by the trouser leg. leads me away down the hillside. I get back in my car and drive back towards the city, with the lights of the cars approaching, the windscreen wipers flicking backwards and forwards across the starred image of the Minotaur. Excuse me. Look. Excuse me, buddy. Could you help me out here? I'm embarrassed to ask this, really, but I need to borrow the bus fare home. I seem to have lost all my money. They took it all. I got nothing left. I need to borrow the bus fare home. I don't like to ask, but I'm so tired and it's too far to walk. If I could just get home and get some sleep, everything would be okay. Look, maybe I could write your name down and your address and send you the money when I get back tomorrow. Well, yeah, I understand, that's okay. I'd probably feel the very same way myself if I were you. I'm not sure I want to get home anyway. See my wife. My wife thinks Actually, I'm not sure what my wife thinks anymore. I've forgotten what I told her this time, but she never believes me anyway. I swore I'd never do this again, but something just gets hold of me. I can last out so long and then I find myself in front of the mirror, putting on a crisp new shirt, putting on the gold cufflinks with the snake eyes on. I don't look so bad, really. I'm walking down the street. I feel like, all of a sudden I feel like I own the place. The self-same street a few hours ago. Money in my pocket. I look good. And they greet me at the door. They know my name. Say, Mr. Dave, come in, sit down. They take my coat. They make me feel okay. Yeah, get me a drink. Right away. Bourbon on the rocks, they know what I like. Sitting there at the table, the green baize, it's cool and dark. I feel like this is my night, this is my time. I'm locked into that flow of the universe. I can feel it. My luck, it's running tonight. And the wheel spins. And the little white ball jumps. The wheel spins. My number's gotta come up. I know it. Well. There's always next time. Croupier pulls in my chips. I fish out my wallet. Buy another pile. They appear. Someone brings them on the table in front of me. I'm still in control. Yeah. And the wheel spins again. And the wheel spins again. And the little ball. Sometimes I win. Of course you gotta lose sometimes. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Yeah, the little ball. It spins. This is it. It's all or nothing. Yes, it's nothing again.